Welcome to Rev Mo. Have you ever heard of what is called movie geek or movie freak? Well, it's just simply a movie fan, and I happen to be one of those because for the past 20 years I used to watch 2 to 3 movies every day. I'm not that old, I'm only 34, but I'm just a movie freak. So, because of this, my friends and family and even my cousins, they always resort to me when they want to watch a movie. So they ask for my advice, my opinion. In this video, I am going to list the top 10 movies for the past decade. Coming up next. Now, before we dive into our ranking, there are two things worth mentioning here. This is the top 10 movies for the past decade, which means from 2010 to 2019. So if you do not see great movies like The Godfather or The Dark Knight, it's simply because you will have them in different era listing. That's why if it's your first time in here, please hit the subscribe button. Second thing is, this is a very subjective matter. So this is only according to my opinion, my personal ranking. So if you agree or you don't agree, or just let me know what is your opinion in the comment section. Let's get back to our ranking. The number 10 movie in our list is Rush. Rush is the rivalry story between the two Formula One legends James Hunt and Niki Lauda. But make no mistake, before you go into this movie, please do not expect that it's gonna be a movie about car racing. It isn't. The movie has a very heartfelt dramatic touch that makes you enjoy it and sympathize with it from the first minute to the last. The movie goes beyond that. It's a movie about determination. It's a movie about dedication. It's a movie that shows you how envy and jealousy lead to extreme actions. The major characters played by Chris Hemsworth and Daniel Brühl are brilliant. The performances are amazing. There is no winner or loser here, no hero or villain. Both characters are extremely talented and both characters are flawed. Why this movie is really perfect? Because I would say the pace. The movie starts with a very balanced yet fast pace and continues all the way to the end that you cannot have 1 minute of boredom. You enjoy it for every single second. Another amazing thing about the movie is the sequence of the races and the events. The sequence is so brilliant that it keeps you on the edge of your seat for the whole movie. I would say Daniel Brühl outshined Chris Hemsworth because his character is really Oscar worthy. If you haven't watched this movie, I advise you strongly to go right now and watch it. In number 9, we have Whiplash. Whiplash is an incredibly unique movie. It's an amazing movie. It's a story of an amateur drummer who follow his dreams, who pursue his career to become one of the greatest, and his abusive instructor who would stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to push him to the extreme in order to realize his potential. The major character is played by Miles Teller, and he's incredibly believable in this character because he can show you the suffer and the struggling he goes through in order to achieve his dreams, how he give up all the aspects of life just to pursue his career. But what is worth mentioning here is J.K. Simmons. I mean, J.K. Simmons' character is sharp, smart, some kind of crazy, but he actually deserved the Academy Award for he got the Academy Award for this role, and it was the most worthy Academy Award. He delivers a very, very good performance in a very smooth way. You cannot see the movie and not actually hate J.K. Simmons in this role. But overall, it was an incredible movie. Why this is one of my best movies ever? Because I've seen hundreds of thousands of movies, and there is nothing like this movie. You can watch millions of movies, but you will not come across anything like Whiplash. The plot is amazing. The sound effects are brilliant. The music is great. The visuals and the atmospheres are, again, one of a kind. So if you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and watch it. The number 8 movie in our list is The Theory of Everything. The Theory of Everything is the real life story of Stephen Hawking and his relationship with his wife, Jane. Now, being the greatest physicist of our time, you would expect to see a scientific movie, but this is not the case. The movie is more of a love story. The movie is a manifestation of how behind every successful man there is a woman, and in that case, it's his wife Jane. The major characters are played by Eddie Redmayne and Felicity Jones. Amazing performances by both of them. It's worth mentioning here that Eddie Redmayne is one of my favorite actors. He's definitely in my top 10 list of actors. He got the Oscar for Best Actor in a Leading Role for that year. Felicity Jones got nominated for the Academy Award. She didn't get it, but she actually deserved it as well. The movie is great. The plot is tight. It's super heartfelt. If you do not know the story of Stephen Hawking, you know that the man was diagnosed with a very rare disease that paralyzed him gradually over the years. And he was 21 at the time, and everybody expected him to die in a couple of years, but he continued to live up to 76 years old. So why he continued? Because of this relationship, because of this support, this powerful love is what the movie about. The ambience is gorgeous. I strongly recommend you to go and watch this movie because it is one of the best movies made in the history. The number 7 movie in our list is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Again with Eddie Redmayne. This movie is by J.K. Rowling, so if you are into Harry Potter, you are going to love this movie. The movie is magical, the visuals are incredible, the story is amazing, the cast is unbelievable. There is nothing wrong about this movie. The movie is perfect from beginning to end. You get to enjoy every single second if you are into fantasy movies. If you are not, you still get to enjoy the movie because of the performances and because of the humor. The movie has action, the movie has humor. The movie is full of incredible characters, amazing creatures, and that Harry Potter touch. So if you didn't watch it yet, please go ahead and watch it. The number 6 movie in our list is actually a Spanish movie called The Buddy. The movie follows a dead female body disappearing from the morgue. So an inspector bring in her husband as a suspect of the murder because he's having an affair. Simply when the husband is there, he starts to see hints, he starts to hallucinate and see stuff from the past that makes him believe that she isn't dead and she actually faked her own death to avenge him. Now, why the movie is perfect? Because it's full of plot twists, it's unpredictable. You are going to enjoy every single second of this movie and you cannot tell what is going on till the last minute. Go ahead and watch it. In number 5, we have Kingsman: The Secret Service. Now, Kingsman: The Secret Service is, for me, a revolutionary in direction and cinematography. It's brand new, it's something you haven't seen before. The execution is brilliant, the plot is amazing. The cast is really well done. The lead young actor, Taron Egerton, is actually great in this role that this role led to a sequel for the same movie, gave him a lead role for Robin Hood, and gave him a lead role in Rocketman to portray the legend Elton John. The rest of the cast is quite famous. We are talking about Colin Firth, Mark Strong, Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Caine. This movie is an action movie, but it's really unique. If you haven't watched this movie, you better go watch it and also watch the sequel. They are both great. The number 4 movie in our list is Now You See Me. Do you like magic? Yeah, who doesn't? This movie is about a group of magicians who perform magic tricks on a very large scale that end up in earning them a lot of illegal money. Now, the performance is great. The movie idea, the plot twists, it's incredible. You really want to watch more, but by the time the movie ends, you will be sad because the movie didn't continue. It has a sequel, yeah, but it's unbelievable how good this movie is. Why is it so good? I would say because of the fiesta of casting. We have too much names. We have in the lead Jess Eisenberg, we have Woody Harrelson, Mark Ruffalo, Isla Fisher, Dave Franco, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine. It's full of actors. The movie is brilliant from the first minute to the last. If you haven't watched it, I again advise you to go watch it and watch the sequel. It's also good and it features more cast. The number 3 movie in our list is Inception. Inception is an artistic masterpiece. It's a great original movie. The perfect originality comes from the idea. The movie is about a group of people who specialize in stealing ideas from the subconscious when the person is in a dream state. Now, the group is led by Cobb, played by the legendary Leonardo DiCaprio. Amazing performance. Also, amazing performance from the support cast Tom Hardy, Joseph Gordon Levitt. The movie takes a very, very nice turn, and everything changes when the group is tasked of planting an idea instead of stealing one. The cinematography is out of this world, the plot is amazing, the execution is incredible. The movie has actually been nominated for 8 Oscars and won 4. If you haven't watched this movie yet, you better go out and watch it. It's one of the best movies of all time. Another original movie is the number 2 on our list, Interstellar. Interstellar is also a masterpiece. Interstellar is too strange that once you finish watching the movie, I really, really believe you will do what I did and watch it all over again to understand what's going on. The movie seems to be simple because it talks about a group of explorers who find a wormhole through which they can travel to find a parallel planet to save humankind. The movie is not that simple. The acting is great, the plot is sick, the execution is amazing, the visuals are incredible. The performance by the lead actor Matthew McConaughey is brilliant. The movie is so great that I cannot talk much about it, so I won't say anything and I will leave it to you to watch because anything I would say would actually burn the plot for you. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. Now, before I unveil our number 1 movie, I have a couple of honorable mentions for great movies that couldn't make it to our list because of a very small difference. These movies are The King's Speech, The Hobbit, The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Guardians of the Galaxy, Big Hero 6, Inferno, Aladdin, and La La Land. So, last but not the least, our number 1 movie in this list is The Greatest Showman. Yes, The Greatest Showman. Why The Greatest Showman? Because In my opinion, it's a perfect movie. It's 100% flawless. It's what a movie should look like. This movie means a lot to me that I had to watch it 12 times. 12 times. The movie is executed perfectly. The story is very simple, but it's played very well. The story is a real life story of P.T. Barnum, who starts out as this poor son of a tailor. Then, at a young age, he gets orphaned. So he determines that he will do whatever it takes to be successful and make his own glory. The main character is played by Hugh Jackman, who delivers an amazing performance, a heartfelt one. Michelle Williams is playing his wife. The cinematography of this movie is amazing. The visuals are crazy. The movie is magical. The movie is musical, by the way. So, again, even if you do not like the musical type of movies, you will adore this one because the soundtracks of this movie are actually great. I still play them in my car till now. So, if you haven't watched this movie, I beg you, please go watch it and let me know what you think. Because again, I might go watch it again tonight because now I remember all these amazing visuals and all these great performances. But if you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and watch it. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you do not agree with my list or you have other movies that you would like to add, please let me know in the comment section. Again, thank you very much, and that's a wrap.